Hi, my name is Ayomi-kun. Here's my final reflection based on the COMM 2172 rubric. When I started this project, I set 3 big goals for myself. First, I wanted to improve my job-ready communication tools, like my resume, cover letter, and interview skills. Second, I wanted to understand what employers in the Canadian marketing industry are really looking for. And third, I wanted to learn which certifications and tools I should be focusing on to stand out as a new graduate. I actually met all 3 of those goals through 2 powerful conversations. In Pathway 1, I met with Audrey Oman from Career Services. She helped me refine my resume by focusing on real, measurable results. For example, I added statements like increased organic web traffic by 30% in 4 months and improved video engagement by 37%. We also worked on a stronger, more personal, tell me about yourself answer that highlighted both my experience and my current academic goals. Then in Pathway 2, I spoke with Elizabeth Diane Cron from Blueprint Inc. That conversation gave me real insight into what marketing agencies want in new hires. She talked about traits like curiosity, adaptability, and being proactive, which I now prioritize. She also introduced me to important tools like ChatGPT and Zapier, which led me to start experimenting with them in real time.
But I think like the number one thing that I hire for is to kind of see how open and curious the staff are, or like the potential prospect are. If they seem very close-minded that, there's only one way to do things and it's my way, or if they feel like, if I feel like they act like they know too much, or they're not willing to learn on the job, and be open to different ways to do things, then that's kind of a red flag for me. I really love to hire folks that are curious, that like to test different methods, that are really in it to learn and expand their own skill sets. And especially like in marketing, like you said it in the beginning, that it's just always ever changing, especially with generative AI now. Yeah. And even with social media, when I started with communications, like social media was like a fun job that didn't really exist. And like now it's like a teen's job. So really being adaptable and flexible is really what I'm looking for in staff. Like I've hired...
Connection to course activities. I use 3 major resources from COMM 2172 that helped me hit those goals. First, Career Services. Audrey helped me rewrite my resume using the verb plus detail plus result model, and she gave me great tips on improving my LinkedIn, like using the Open to Work banner and writing a stronger About section. Second, the marketing panel discussion and my conversation with Elizabeth. That exposed me to automation tools like Zapier, which I'd never used before, and helped me understand the difference between agency and in-house marketing work. Third, the class assignments, my resume, cover letter, and mock interview. They gave me the foundation I needed to ask smart questions during my interviews and apply the advice right away. Each of these resources helped me connect the dots between school and the real world, and that made everything click. Application. What I learned from this project has already changed how I market myself. I revised my resume with clear, data-driven bullet points using the STAR format. I added my HubSpot and LinkedIn Learning certifications to both my resume and LinkedIn profile to show initiative. I started using ChatGPT to test email subject lines and headlines for mock campaigns. Based on Elizabeth's advice, I'm going to my first Creative Mornings Winnipeg event soon, and I even made 2 new professional connections through her. I created a content calendar to grow my personal brand on LinkedIn, where I now post marketing tips and things I've been learning. I'm not waiting until graduation. I'm already taking action like a marketing professional. Continuous learning. Elizabeth reminded me that learning doesn't stop after school, and that really stuck with me. Here's what my ongoing learning plan looks like. I'm aiming to complete Google Analytics and Google Ads certifications between April and May. These are always listed on job postings and show employers I take digital marketing seriously. I'm learning Zapier by watching YouTube tutorials and experimenting with simple marketing automations, like form submissions and email sequences. I plan to attend more networking events like the Chamber of Commerce Mixers and Creative Mornings to meet future collaborators or employers. I've scheduled another mock interview with Career Services to keep building my confidence and practice using STAR and SOAR frameworks. And every Sunday, I set aside 2 hours to experiment with new AI tools, like ChatGPT, Jasper, and Canva AI, to stay creative and relevant. These aren't just nice ideas. They're part of my actual roadmap to stay competitive and job-ready in a fast-changing industry. I just want to take a moment to sincerely appreciate my instructor, Ben Starkey, for his support throughout the COMM 2172 course. Your feedback, encouragement, and practical approach made a real difference in how I built my resume, refined my interview skills, and approached networking. The course pushed me to think deeper about my career goals, and thanks to your guidance, I now feel more confident and job ready as I step into the industry.